You know what? We weren't. Look at that. We were just like jabbering on, and
so I was like, can't hear
nobody heard
anything.
a single thing we said. So, welcome to the Barre Beat podcast, streaming live to 802 Scoop from the Inside Scoop Studios, Main Street, Barre, Vermont. My name is Michael Boutin, and this is Liam Hogan from Hogan Group LLC. Good evening, Liam.
How's it going?
Should we go over the whole, flood?
The great flood.
The great flood that poor Liam had to deal with.
The debacle that I went through. Yeah.
So obviously it's not Sunday night, it's Monday, and we came down because we needed to do a Barre Beat, and poor Liam, he couldn't do it yesterday because of the flood that had occurred in his basement.
Yeah.
And you don't know what caused it at all?
No, don't know what caused it. Went downstairs and just had a little water.
Nice and chilly?
Nice and chilly. Just took my socks off and went for a little swim. And, my rubber duck was floating.
You have a duck?
Yeah.
You have a little rubber duck?
Little rubber duck.
Do you know what those are for, right?
Playing within the bathtub, I assume.
They're for Jeeps. No, they're not for...
Do you have one in your Jeep?
I have several ducks in my Jeep. Mostly Christmas ducks.
You don't have a new Jeep?
So first of all, nobody knows what I'm getting.
Sorry. I just remembered. I was like, wait a second.
No, I do not have a new vehicle yet. It has not come yet.
No, and we don't know what it is.
Yes, nobody knows what it is. Thanks. All right. So you know that on Saturday we had Michael on a mission.
Yes.
802 Scoop. Cynthia Dupree from Next Chapter was down there. Did you see how much we raised?
Wasn't it some insane amount?
Well, I wouldn't say insane, but it was pretty high.
I know. It was one of your highest amounts.
Highest amount we've had. $504.56.
That's amazing.
Yep, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And people can still donate. You can donate by going directly to the Veterans Place and donating there, or you can stop down at Tasty Bites, drop it in the little treasure chest that's there, ready for folks to, take. It takes the money and she'll keep it off to the side, and then we'll be giving it to the Veterans Place, which is super awesome.
So we're adding to the 500 you raised over the weekend.
Oh yeah, you can still
like through the week.
Yep. Veterans Place. We're working on the next charity. We haven't gotten there yet, but I'm sure, I haven't talked to Cynthia about this, but I'm positive if you're down at Next Chapter bookstore and say, "Hey, can I donate this to the Veterans Place?" She'll get it there.
She'll get it there.
So go to the Next Chapter. I'm sure almost any store in Barre would be able to do that for you. But I'm positive. I feel comfortable with Cindy. If you drop off money there, she'll get it. She'll get it get it over to Tasty Bites for the Veterans Place.
Great people down there.
Yep. We hit a milestone on 802 Scoop.
Did we? I told you I've been a little preoccupied this week.
You have been a little preoccupied. That's disappointing. So
and then I have this whole work thing I have to do. I
don't know
if you know about that.
Give folks a chance. Tell us what our milestone was. if you were paying attention. Drop it in the comments.
The Final Jeopardy music.
I'm so disappointed.
All right, what's the big milestone?
The milestone, 12,000 followers.
Isn't that what the boss told us we need to hit by February?
Yeah, we didn't hit it by February, but we hit it by March.
We hit it by mid-February.
Oh, this is true. This is very true, which is pretty good. I mean, considering she made one post, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was Bad Bunny. We'll get to that later. We lost a bunch of people. So that set us back a couple days. But we came back with full throttle, and we're at over 12,000 followers now. Actually, let me check. Ready?
12,001.
Let's go find how many followers 802 Scoop has currently. Ready? Let's see. 12,033 followers.
There you go. We just have to piss off 33 people.
No, we're not gonna upset 33 people. Although we could do that tonight. That could happen.
Possible.
But yeah, so I was super excited about the 12,000, and then of course, oh wait a minute. Oh, ready? And of course, I did a video. So let's share the awesome video. I got to figure out how to do this though. Ready? Share screen. Okay, you're gonna do that right there. Share and oh, there's no sound.
That's sad.
We'll try that again. Ready?
Can't see it, but it sounds funny.
We're gonna get slammed for a.
Thank you so much, everyone. 12,000. Wow.
Pretty cool, huh? Aren't you impressed? I'm amazing.
Yeah. Was that Cortina or whoever your chat bot is?
No, it's Flo.
Oh, Flo.
Flo.
Did you rename her?
No. That was Google Flow.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was able to make it through that. So I killed a bunch of trees for that one video. I caused so much energy to be used so that 324 people were able to watch that video. And I know there's a lot of people get really frustrated over the AI stuff, but you know.
And everybody's calling everything AI now.
Well, I mean,
Like
there's a lot of AI
right.
stuff.
Like a picture appears on Facebook. Everybody's like, that's AI.
There's a lot of stuff on there that's AI.
Yeah, but it just seems like every picture I see now, people are like, that's AI.
Well, when
Or
you have
was
10
that
fingers,
AI?
there's a lot of AI stuff. I'm watching it and I'm like, oh man, is that AI?
Is that AI?
It's probably AI. It's almost all AI.
Probably.
That's what all the internet is now. It's all AI.
It's all AI.
Excuse me. So we've got the forecast, which is today was 37 degrees.
It was beautiful today.
It was very nice. But tomorrow it's going to be 40 degrees
That's gonna be amazing.
with a low of 32 degrees. It's trike weather.
Turn your heat off and
Except for the
soak on the
fact-
patio.
Except AM mixed showers. So that's not going to be fun.
Break out the shorts.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday, we've got a high of 35 with PM snow likely, low of 26. Thursday, a high of 34 with lingering snow showers and a low of 15. Then Friday, possible snow, 37 degrees and low of 16. Then Saturday, possible snow, 31 degree high and 23 degree low. Sunday, mostly sunny, 32 degrees, low of 21 degrees. Mostly on Monday, it's mostly cloudy, 29 degrees with low of 19. And then on Tuesday next week, bitter cold, 21 degrees with a low of 9. And then, when we start getting out into the who knows what's really happening around
Yeah.
Wednesday next week. A snow shower possible. 30 degrees and a low of 7. So
Wow.
yeah, it's getting better. I mean,
It's
no
getting better.
negatives. I didn't see any
Yeah.
negatives in there.
No negatives. And we didn't do it in centimeters, which is always good. We like the
Centimeters
inches.
for what?
the weather. You had it in Celsius and
Okay.
centimeters. I was like,
Fahrenheit and Celsius. Yeah.
we like the Fahrenheit. So
I'm a big Fahrenheit and imperial.
yeah, inches.
Yeah,
We like
inches. Don't talk to me about centimeters
No.
and meters.
No.
No, thank you. It's
No.
inches, it's feet, it's meters, it's or not meters.
And I love
yards.
people who think this is 2 feet.
2 feet. This is about 2 feet. About 2 feet right here.
Yeah. And they're always shocked when they get the tape measure and they're like, oh. And you're like, yeah,
Oh,
exactly,
man.
because this isn't 2 feet.
Do you have a tape measure? I wonder if there's a tape measure down here.
Oh, geez.
So it is going to be, it's not going to be bitter cold, but it is going to be cold. So
I'm wearing
if
shorts to work tomorrow.
you're wearing shorts, well, you could do that. I mean, it's 40 degrees. I can't do that because I'm going to be at the State House. But so tomorrow, I think I do pick up my new vehicle. And once I do, I immediately will be calling Yipes because they're going to install the car starter.
Are they going to
And-
put flames on it for you?
Oh, I could do that.
You
And they would
could.
do it. They would do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. What I am going to do
Gotta
is
break
I'm
it
going to
in a
get
little
the
bit.
car starter installed.
Yeah.
And I might talk to them about spray on bed liners because they can do that as well.
And maybe see what the flames would look like.
I'm not, and undercoating. They can also do the details, the heated seats, all that trailer hitches and wiring, all that wonderful trucks and accessories stuff, car accessories.
So you're getting a
All that.
truck.
Yeah. You know what? You had to point it out. You had to point it out. I stepped into it, and thank you for pointing that out, jerk. All right, Barre Town. So they have a meeting. Did you check to see what's going on in the meeting?
No, like I said, I was
No.
swimming this weekend.
You're too busy. I
Yeah.
understand. I didn't. So
Okay.
they're going to be discussing issues with the Postal Service again.
And I know they
Um,
have the
Or maybe
rabies
they already
clinic.
did that. Yes, rabies clinic. Barre Town Fire Department will hold their annual rabies clinic on Saturday, March 21st, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 79 Pittman Road. The cost is $20 per vaccine.
$20.
Make sure you get registered to do that because
For dogs, not
you're going to want
for humans.
You're going to want to do that. Yeah, no, you don't want to.
Do
that's
not
definitely not.
get that vaccine if you're a human. 4 legs, not 2.
Yes, unless your dog is missing 2 legs. Well, you're laughing about a poor dog missing its 2 legs.
Can you imagine though?
Oh man,
That'd be adorable.
oh, it's really sad.
It
I've
is
seen
really
online.
sad. I'm just
Anyway.
I'm trying to
They-
imagine
you know what's really cool though is dogs when that does happen,
Yep.
they adapt,
really
which
well.
is pretty awesome.
Yep.
And they wouldn't look like they're unhappy,
No.
even though they've lost their front legs. They would still look happy. The Barre Unified Union School District is having a informational budget meeting on Wednesday at 6 p.m. So that's February 18th at 6 p.m. at Spalding High School Library. There is a remote option. You can go onto the website to find that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Overall budget proposal, key drivers impacting expenditures, staffing and program considerations, revenue assumptions and tax implications, how the budget aligns with our district's strategic priorities and student needs. So the goal is to ensure that the community has a clear, accurate information prior to voting. So don't listen to, chatter online. Just go
Tune in.
on Wednesday night
Right.
and understand. I will say that there's going to be an increase, so don't think that there isn't. Especially in Barre City, it's really confusing because there's the appraisal process. I think when I did the calculations per $100,000 in Barre City, because your tax rate's going to go down, but your assessment's going to go up.
Right.
So there's still an additional. So I think it's somewhere, depending on what your assessment's going to be, probably between $150 to $250 per $100,000. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah.
That would've
You
changed the
almost
budget.
gotten your head taken off.
No kidding. That would have been bad.
Whew.
Hey, so Times Argus
Yep.
reported that Vermont has received federal approval to access $93 million in funding to complete its statewide high-speed internet expansion, aiming to bridge the final gap for the 28% residents still without access, while the state transitioned to new federal rules that allow for satellite and wireless technologies. Officials expect to continue focusing on fiber optic infrastructure to navigate Vermont's challenging terrain.
Good.
Good?
I'm a huge supporter, and everybody should have access to broadband internet.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you, except for I don't know if fiber optic is really the answer.
I don't either. I think maybe we could. I think at that point, you have to. I don't know how you do this. I think at that point you'd probably have to make levels of, you have to say at the state or the federal level, this is what we're going to provide for everybody, no matter what, whether it's broadband or fiber. But no, I think everybody needs access to fast, reliable internet. It's a huge play. It's a huge asset. It's a
It
huge,
So
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Biden administration had put preference on broadband through fiber optics, but the Trump administration walked that back, and they're saying satellite and wireless technology as well.
Yep.
But it doesn't sound like that's what we're going to do here in the state of Vermont, which is really unfortunate because I actually think the future is wireless, not wired.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just, yeah, that's my personal opinion. And the House actually just passed 527, H 527, which increases the sunset period for the easier process to put up cell towers.
Nice.
And there's not going to be, there was some pushback on it, but that's because some people don't really want a cell tower in their backyard, which is understandable.
I don't think anybody wants a cell tower in their backyard, but I
No.
think if we can get people to understand that it helps.
Yeah.
And usually they're not just in your backyard putting up a cell tower. Usually they have to ask you, and they have to be like, hey, can we put this?
Well, I think
this
the
here?
issue is that not everybody owns like a whole bunch of property behind their house.
Gotcha.
And there was I think it was Pownell.
Sounds right.
Down south.
You know them better than I do.
Yeah, it was down south. There was a family that had a cell tower right outside their house they weren't happy with. They took a lot of testimony on it. But you do have to apply for the funds, and no wireless companies applied for the funds. So it's only been broadband. There's a organization, it's run by Christine Halquest, that does the broadband in Vermont. So, well, so.
I think it's great.
Listen, I'm all about bringing broadband to
am-
people. I just think that we should do it through cell service because I want to go everywhere with my cell phone and be able to access it. I'm just saying, rather spend the money that way.
I think home internet's great too, but most people,
Well,
if we give them cell
but-
service, as you're saying.
Yeah, but
They can just-
T-Mobile,
yeah.
T-Mobile does wireless or does home internet. That's what I have. I have T-Mobile, and it
All
works
through your home.
It works perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I have T-Mobile for my phone and for my wireless internet.
Oh.
It's great.
Little thing.
Yeah. I don't have to like hook it up to anything. It's wonderful. I just plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in.
And you sing that
You have
song every
no
time you plug
clue-
it in.
you have no clue what that is, do you?
Nope.
Well, you know where else you can get wireless internet?
Fidium fiber.
You can, but you can go to Routhier Auto Center. They're now offering walk-in oil changes and no appointment needed at your convenience instead, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Enjoy a cup of coffee, relax, and get some work done in their comfortable waiting area with access to Wi-Fi.
There you go.
Like how I wrapped that right around in. 181
you-
South Main Street, Barre, Vermont.
You wrap that right in.
I did.
You didn't even drive it in.
Nope. Also Times Argus, which if you don't get the Times Argus, you should. The Montpelier City Council has approved $26,390 to approve a contract for $26,390 to pursue a $5 million federal build grant for infrastructure at the former Country Club Road golf course. This move serves as a strategic alternative to a more restrictive $5 million disaster recovery grant, which would require the city to significantly increase its commitment to low and moderate income housing units. While the council backed the funding search, the decision sparked internal debate over transparency and secretive nature of the project's subcommittee.
So they're just going from one set of money to the other because one
No,
set was a little more restrictive on what they could do.
So what they did is they decided to go two different ways at the same time. The more restrictive and the less restrictive, and hopefully they get the less restrictive, but
Yeah.
they want to do both at the same time.
Gotcha.
It's,
They're trying to combine it.
Yeah,
So they can do a
I
little
mean, it would be
more.
great if they got
Yeah.
both. Mike Miller is the planning director there. He used to work for Barre City until they
Nice.
stole him. Boo hiss. Although I love Janet Shatney, so we made out. Both are. I'm not surprised that that's the route that he suggested, right? Because it's going after both at the same time.
Nice. And that's, you said Country Club Road. Is that not up past the John Deere place?
Yeah,
Going towards
there's a
St.
golf
Jay?
course up there. It's
I
the one where they wanted to do the development.
Yeah.
And they've been having struggles doing it.
I think that's up by the John Deere place, right across from the gas
I
station.
think so. That sounds about right.
That weird pet store is right across the street.
Agway.
Yep.
I don't know if I would call that a weird pet store. Jim Sheridan, Councilor Jim Sheridan, criticized the use of consent agendas for these contracts and called for more transparency regarding subcommittee meetings and overall budget process, which I kind of get. You know, I think the issue with these kind of projects, they feel kind of like, you know, secretive, but
Right.
a lot of development, that's kind of how it goes down.
Yeah.
You can't have a, you know, a huge public process.
No.
I mean, oh my goodness, now people are going, you can have a public process, but it's not going to be like super public. That
Right.
just doesn't happen. You're talking about development, you're talking about finding a developer and working out all these things, and that has to be done really quick.
Yeah, part of it's going to be secretive, and then
Well,
you can
not
say,
that it's
"Hey,
secretive. It's
here
just,
we go."
you know, it's quick. This
Yeah.
stuff is quick moving. But there is going to be an information meeting there's going to be information available at the polls for town
Nice.
meeting day. And there will be a listening session on March 12th at the Montpelier High School. I don't have the details, so I can't provide that.
Good stuff.
So they are trying to make more housing. And you know who else is trying to do more housing?
Ruthier's Oil
Ruth
changes.
years? No, Fecto Homes.
Oh, there you go. That makes a lot more sense.
New home, new
I
memories.
thought you were gonna figure out a way to wrap that around too. I was like, wait a
No,
second.
I'm not going to wrap Ruth years into home development. They're excited to deliver a beautiful 16-foot wide, single wide to Colchester, Vermont. The display model is found. It matched the family that was looking for it. But you can reach out to Fecto Homes. They have a bunch of buildings on site. You can go down there. You can email sales@fectohomes.com, or you can go to fectohomes.com, or you can call them at 802-229-2721 and see what they got. Maybe
Go test drive a home.
You could test. Well, I mean, you could kick the. Well, they don't have tires, but you could kick the wheels, I guess.
So funny. I love
Not
it.
at Ruth years because they don't sell houses.
No, obviously.
Also, the Times Argus, the Vermont Department of Health has confirmed a case of measles in Washington County. Adult
boy.
who recently returned from international travel, marking the state's first confirmed case of 2026. Health officials noted that while measles was detected in local wastewater last week, the risk to the general public remains low due to high vaccination rates. So we talked about it last week, measles in the poop.
Yep. That was
that
a
was your
hot
term.
topic.
That was a real shitty topic. Well, it's frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Like, you
Don't
know,
travel internationally.
Yeah. Well,
And if you do, stay away from people with the measles. It's that easy.
Thanks for your sage advice.
Or get vaccinated.
Or get vaccinated. It's the MMR, mumps, measles, and rubellum or something like that. It's the standard vaccination. Most people have got it.
Yep.
But there's some people that can't get vaccinated, right?
Right.
There's health reasons for it. And sometimes the vaccination doesn't help. That's the reason why we have herd immunity, which is why they're saying that, the risk is low because
everybody else is vaccinated.
Yeah. And who knows, this person may have been vaccinated. It's very possible that it just didn't take. It happens. Yep. Wastewater measles are not connected to this case.
Gotcha.
So
he
maybe
didn't
there's
get
multiple.
it from the poop.
No. Well, not that. It's just I think what happened is that the person with the measles is not connected to the septic system or wastewater treatment plant that had the measles in it.
Huh. Good to know.
Fun fact, not really fun, but so measles spreads through air from an infected person, stays in the air up to 2 hours, and if you're not vaccinated, you have a 90% chance of getting it if you're not vaccinated. So get your MMR.
And I guess, 2 hours. Wow.
Yeah, it stays in. Well, I think COVID was
just
forever, wasn't it?
COVID just spread like a
C. diff is like 3 months.
COVID just,
But it's not in the air.
you touch someone and they got COVID.
Yeah. Anyway, so go get your MMR.
Yeah. It's that easy.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's like, it gets little pokes, it's not fun. Little pokes wherever it goes. I don't know. It's been a while since I've gotten my MMR.
Time for a booster.
Whenever the booster is required, that's when I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Times Argus as well. All local news, good local news if you want it. It's in the Times Argus. Voters in Calais and Worcester decisively rejected a proposal to close their local elementary schools.
Good.
With margins of 398 to 249. and 212 to 114, respectively. The decision blocks a district-wide plan to consolidate 5 elementary schools into 3, forcing school administrators to reallocate a fixed $43.3 million budget across all 5 campuses while managing declining enrollment.
Good.
It's good.
Worcester likes their schools. I still don't think I could drive there if I tried.
To Worcester?
Yeah.
I think it's on the way to Adamant, or it's after Adamant.
Yeah.
And you know that all roads lead to Adamant, right?
Really?
True story.
All right. Well,
I'm
good.
pretty
I
sure.
think it's
Somebody
great.
dropping the messages for me to tell me if,
All roads lead to Adamant.
well, they're going to drop, everybody knows that all roads lead to Adamant, but dropping the comments, letting me know if Adamant is, I want to say it's before Worcester, but maybe I'm wrong.
And people in Worcester, are they Worcestertonians? Or are they Worcesterans?
They're Vermonters. All right, Adamant, Vermont. So now I'm
Worcesterites.
looking it up. Oh,
Are you a Worcesterite?
Adamant, Vermont. Oh, I might be completely wrong. I could be like completely off base. I think I'm completely off base.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not
Adam-
completely off base.
Adamant's on the other side of the state.
No, it's not. I'm not completely off base. I mean, yeah, you can go to Worcester through Adamant. It's in the general vicinity.
There you go.
General vicinity. It's like Worcester's here, Montpelier's down here, Adamant's right here. So
So you can go on your way by.
you kind of, I mean, it kind of go up that way, I guess. If you, yeah, not really. Not really. I mean, you'd have to go through like East Montpelier,
Holy
then go
moly.
through East Montpelier to go to through Adamant to go.
I know where
to
East Montpelier
Worcester.
is.
Well, see, there you go. Do you know where Calais is?
Yes. Because I
Okay,
went up
so-
to
Calais is here, Worcester's here, Montpelier's down here, Adamant's right here.
oh, there you go. I
Now
got a
you
map
know.
right there. And just
Superintendent Steve Dillinger Pate warned that maintaining 5 schools under the current budget will require significant cuts to staff, including part-time sharing of nurses and librarians in the merging of grade levels.
Is this in Calais?
Yeah.
Well.
Yep.
We could all probably do a little merging anyway.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to a different story.
Sure.
You know what? Nope. Gonna move on. Not gonna talk about that one. Vermont lawmakers have introduced H 885, a bill that would severely restrict the ability of municipalities to ban public encampments on municipal land for life-sustaining activities like sleeping or eating. The legislation also proposes adding housing status as a protected category under the state anti-discrimination laws, effectively shielding individuals experiencing homelessness from discrimination in housing, employment, and public accommodations.
Are you telling me that if somebody was homeless, that people couldn't hire, that people had an option not to hire them?
I feel like that's not a question on the app.
Me too. And I feel like it says, almost everywhere I've applied, I feel like it says this employer is not discriminatory towards race, sex, religious views.
Right, but what they're saying is that they want to add that as a protected class.
Well, I mean, yes, that should be.
Should it though?
You should not be able to hire someone because they don't have a house.
Should the government be saying that?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
I still think
I don't know how I feel about that one, but I can tell you though, telling the municipality that it has to allow encampments, that's a freaking hard no.
right. The allowing encampments, but the
If
the
the
employee-
municipality doesn't want an encampment,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have an encampment.
no, for
I'm
sure.
sorry. No, thank you.
Totally
Hashtag
agree.
no.
But the employment part is where I'm stuck on.
Yeah.
Because how are they not going to be homeless if we don't allow them to have jobs?
That part of it is not nearly as like offensive as saying that you have to have encampments in our city.
Yeah.
Really not okay with that.
No.
Really not okay with that. If a municipality wants to, Burlington, to have encampments, go there.
Right.
Go to Burlington, enjoy the encampments, the lakefront, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great, or don't.
Don't.
Towns would be barred from enforcing camping bans unless they can prove they have adequate alternative indoor space available or have specifically designate other areas within the growth centers for these activities. What's really interesting, though, is that the Supreme Court said that it was okay to remove encampments, if I recall. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. The bill includes a private right of action, so that's super awesome, giving people the ability to sue the government for that. Love it when the government does that. It is so phenomenal when the government allows people to sue the government in that way. Such a great idea. Global Warming Solutions Act. And for those that don't know, Vermont doesn't meet its Global Warming Solution Act requirements, and then environmental companies come and sue the state of Vermont. So you, elected individuals, that put into law a bill so that their donors can sue the state of Vermont and take that money and then elect more people to create laws so that you can sue the state of Vermont for more money. Great. It's great.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
Well, it does. It makes great sense when you think about it. Makes great sense. If you are the person that's passing the law that makes a route for the organization that would support you to get money for suing the state. It's wonderful. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. They need to get rid of the Global Warming Solutions Act. All right.
We'll get right on that.
I signed on
Come on.
and then the VPIRG came after me hard.
Well, now they're going to come after you hard again.
Yeah, they can. Oh, well. Yeah, they came after me hard. They did like a bunch of advertisements saying that like Trump and I are super buddies because I don't like the Global Warming Solutions Act. Like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't know what you're. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with we're Vermont, and I really don't like the idea that we're going to get sued for a bill that we passed. I just maybe we should not do stupid stuff. That's all. That's all.
I totally agree with you there. We should not do stupid stuff.
Yeah. How about you not do stupid?
Right.
Yeah.
We should unsubscribe.
Not from 802 Scoop. You should subscribe to 802 Scoop, and you should share this video.
And then unsubscribe from stupid.
Yes. WCAX plans for Vermont's first overdose prevention center.
Oh,
That's right, folks. OPC, safe injections.
nice.
You know me, I'm super excited.
You can go get your MMR vaccine.
Yes, yeah, because it's all about that. In Burlington, they have hit a major setback as a proposed location at 51 Main Street has fallen through. The city and its partner, Vermonters for Criminal Justice Reform, Orwellian, had identified the site, formerly the site of a restaurant, as a prime downtown location. But the landlord ultimately decided not to move forward with the lease for the supervised consumption facility.
Can you blame him?
So, Liam, tell me how you feel about safe injection sites.
Why did it get weird?
Are you a big fan of safe injection sites?
Yeah, but in a doctor room, not on a street corner.
Oh, no, you don't know what a safe injection site is. So a safe injection site is where you go into a building and you inject your drugs that you got off the street, and that it's basically providing a safe place for you to do like heroin and all that other good jazz. So are we going to have fighting words on this? Are you supportive of safe injection sites? Raylene, if you're watching, I'm going to send you the link and you can come on and you can start yelling at him too.
No, that does sound a little odd, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not good. It's
No.
very bad. Safe injection sites are not good.
Yeah.
They don't help. They're not very helpful. And so I was reading, I think it was Vermont Daily Chronicle said that there's a bill to allocate $1.1 million to the safe injection site in Burlington. So if that actually gets through appropriations, I've already told the chair of Human Resources, I will be submitting an amendment to that bill to redirect those funds to recovery houses like Turning Point Center of Central Vermont, who actually do something to help people get out of the thralls of addiction, versus allowing them to come in and to get safe needles and, give them a nice place where they can inject and get, totally bombed. It's not okay. It's they do what we should be doing, and that's helping people stay away from doing drugs, not facilitating. And then the recovery house, and for the life of me, I can't think of the name of the organization. That's in Barre as well. They have a set plan. They need funds. They need help. And I would much rather direct those funds to those organizations than a safe injection site. Just my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Does it?
Yeah.
So are you on board with the safe injection sites there, Liam?
In that amendment, you said, just redirect those funds.
Redirect those funds.
Yep. That sounds good.
Yeah. Bonnie Finch says that's crazy what they want to do in Burlington. Absolutely nuts. Yep. And Mayor Emma Mulvaney Stanek, graduate of 1998 Spalding High School, project leaders now must restart the search for a downtown property that can be retrofitted with required medical and ventilation systems, a process that will likely push the opening date further into late 2026 or beyond. Sorry, not beyond. Oh, well.
She's been graduated high school as long as I've been alive.
It's when I graduated.
27 years.
Moving on. Reports of low-flying military copters.
This was cool.
Do you got the comments in front of you?
This was cool.
So reports of low-flying military helicopters across central Vermont this week have been confirmed as part of a U.S. Marine Corps training exercise involving CH-53 Sea Stallions.
Yep.
Residents in towns like Waterbury and South Burlington observed the massive aircraft, which are the largest in the U.S. military fleet, conducting maneuvers that are scheduled to continue into next week. So this week as well.
And all the posts I saw that people were annoyed with it, I just kept saying, "What a beautiful piece of machinery."
I'm not gonna lie. So I was in the state house when one of those puppies went over. Let me tell you, I was a little scared. I'm like,
I
what's
ran
going on here?
outside like a little boy. I was like, "Whoa, that's cool."
It was really loud. And it felt like they were hovering over the state house. And of course, I'm thinking of like the resolution that was recently passed. I'm like, ooh, this isn't good.
Right? What are they
What's
doing?
going on? Maybe Canada has decided to do fisticuffs with us. Who
But-
knows?
But I loved it. It wasn't annoying to me at all.
I didn't find it annoying. It was a little it felt a little unsettling.
Yeah.
It felt a little unsettling because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
If I knew that, and I kind of assumed that it was training, but you never know, right?
Right.
Like
And you never
you
assume
know,
that these guys need to
anything's-
train.
anything's possible today. I mean,
You never think Marines have to, train.
well, of
That's
course
just
they have to
not
train.
right. That's just not something I think we think about.
That's true.
The fire departments,
That's
we
true.
all live in small towns and we know fire departments have to go to training. You see them and you're like, oh. But like the military, especially here in Vermont, you never see them training.
That's true.
So
The exercise involves joint operations between Vermont and New Hampshire units, utilizing the Vermont Air National Guard base as a hub for landings and heavy machinery transport drills. While the Sea Stallions typically maintain, that's an amazing name, by the way, maintain an altitude of 3,500 feet, their immense size and loud engine noise often lead residents to perceive them as flying much lower than standard aircraft. How far up were they?
I don't know, but I know when I ran outside to the backyard, I saw it and I swear it was right there. Like I could jump it up and touch it. And
It was that close.
It was wonderful. I was like, yes, sir.
Liam's like a little boy with
Yeah.
the helicopters.
I almost took a picture of it.
You should have.
I know. And then I went inside and scrolled Facebook and saw everybody complaining about it.
Oh, Bonnie says, wait, we haven't seen nothing yet, but oh Lord, we will. So it must mean that we're going to have more this week. That's going to be pretty intense.
Hopefully. Fingers
Except for
crossed.
I'm prepared for it now.
Yeah. You're going to be running out of the state house and being like, oh, look at that one.
We get like the next couple days are all budget information. All the
nice.
nonprofits are coming.
So,
Like my question is going to be, are you supporting the people that run against me? That's what I want to ask every single one of them. Vermont lawmakers are currently debating S-299, a bill that will significantly ease the administrative burden on owners by extending the legal validity of land posting from 1 year to 5 years. The proposal, which seeks to modernize the state's traditional open by default land use laws, also includes a new requirement for property sellers to disclose whether a tract of land is legally posted against hunting and fishing at the time of sale. So you know how that works, right? In the
yeah,
state of
those are the
Vermont.
yellow posters you see on people's,
Yep.
on the edge.
So Vermont has a very unique setup where if you're not posted, it's considered open and you can walk on it and do whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want. I mean, you can go hunting and fishing and everything. And currently it's set up so that every year you have to change those signs.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about to every 5 years. Do you
Nice.
hunt?
Nope.
You do not hunt.
No. I work,
And go swimming in your basement.
apparently.
You can go fish hunting.
Yeah.
Or not fish hunting, duck hunting in your
Yeah,
basement.
Get a little lawn chair and
Yeah. There you go.
stock fish in my basement.
Could work. Could do that. You've
Okay.
never gone, have you ever gone hunting?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
Uh,
Have you gone hunting?
yeah, with my dad, and it wasn't fun. I do not like hunting.
I probably wouldn't like it then either.
No, it's not fun.
I think it's a lot like camping. I'm not going to like camping either.
Camping is fun. Camping is fun. Hunting is not. Hunting and fishing is not either. I hate fishing. It's awful.
Fishing, I think, is a lot like watching golf.
No, I'd rather go fishing than watch golf. It's that golf's pretty bad.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
I mean, the only problem with fishing is that you're just supposed to sit there and not talk it for like hours. And
Right.
I can't do that.
Me either.
That's
I'm
not
not good at
okay.
not talking. My mom
Not
says.
for hours.
My mom
It's
says
the
don't.
same thing with hunting.
Right, not talking for hours. My mom says don't talk. I don't think I last 5 minutes.
The last time I went hunting was with my dad, and I had the gun and I stuck the gun into the ground barrel first.
Oof.
That was a bad day. That was a bad day. Just leave it at that. That was a bad day.
That was a bad day.
That was a bad day. I didn't do it like intentionally. I put the gun down,
Right.
and that's not what you're supposed to do. I wasn't going to shoot no deer. And you know
Right.
what? He didn't shoot deer either. He would just be like, "Oh, I'm going to go out and go hunting and kill the deer." He would sit there and look at them. That's what he would do. He would never shoot one. I don't think my dad, he would have venison from other people. He would never shoot the deer. Now, my brother-in-law, on the other hand, actually shoots and kills. Bonnie says, I do both and grew up doing both, camping and hunting, and she loves it. Thank you,
There you go.
Bonnie. Tell Liam that camping can be fun.
Right when you convinced me that golfing is fun.
I'm not going to convince you that golfing. The only reason why I went golfing as a kid is so that I could smoke cigarettes out in the brush.
There you go.
True story. Vermont lawmakers are considering a new bill designed to protect domestic abuse survivors. H 385 is a Vermont legislative proposal designed to provide remedies for victims of coerced debt incurred through domestic abuse, human trafficking, and economic exploitation. While advocacy groups argue it's essential for restoring a survivor's financial independence, financial institutions express concern that the bill's broad definitions and rapid implementation timelines create significant operational burdens and fraud risks. The legislation would require creditors to cease collection activities and notify credit reporting agencies within a specific time frame once a verified claim is submitted. And Bonnie does say, by the way, that camping is fun. So this, how familiar are you with abuse? Not like personally, but like what you know about abuse.
Only that exists, and some of the stories I hear, I wish people hadn't told me after.
Yeah. So one of the problems is financial abuse when regular domestic assault and domestic abuse is happening, and also with trafficking and everything else. People that are being abused, the abusers take credit out. They, force them to do loans or buy things, and the abused individuals will end up with all this debt. And this law is an attempt to thread that needle to make sure that people that are getting out of an abused situation is not suffering the penalties of that abused situation.
Right.
One of the things that it would do is, so if a person had like a rental agreement, they would be able to get out of it if it's coerced debt.
Right.
And it needs some work. It
Yeah.
definitely needs some work. It's actually in the Commerce and Economic Development Committee. We're working on it, and it's probably going to be voted on sometime this week. But there is
Insider
some,
knowledge.
yeah, insider knowledge. But there's definitely some work that needs to be done with it. But and other states have done it. If you know somebody that's experienced it, this would be extremely beneficial for them. Because just think about it, like your credit's bad. Let's say the person had you buy a car,
Right.
right? They're driving the car, and you don't have the car,
right.
or it got repoed, but you only took it because it's usually women that are abused. It significantly impacts their life for years.
Yeah.
And something that I think it's a good bill,
Yeah.
and we just need to make sure that it works for everyone.
And sorry to turn it, doesn't it get abused?
Right. It doesn't.
People don't file claims saying, "Oh yeah, this happened," and then they're getting out of stuff.
Exactly. Sorry. I got something going on there. All right. 2 popular chains will be soon coming to new locations in Washington County.
Ooh, I heard about this.
Yes, the town of Berlin posted earlier this month that both Starbucks and Chipotle will be coming to an in-progress building.
Big fan of Chipotle?
Do they have blooming onions?
I don't think so.
No,
This
not
one might.
interested. Don't care.
You big fan of coffee?
I like coffee, but I think Starbucks coffee is icky.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm a coffee snob. I'm not going to lie. I like one type of coffee, and that's it.
I'm definitely not a coffee snob. I like your typical Hannaford brand. Dark roast.
Yeah, dark roast is
Come in the big round containers.
Folgers.
No, I don't drink Folgers anymore. Drink the Hannaford brand. Folgers
Did you see
is
the
too
disdain and judgment on my face?
Folgers is too expensive.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Coffee
like
is
the
really expensive.
It is really expensive. I grind my
Yes.
own coffee because, like I said, I'm a coffee snob.
Do you also go out into the coffee fields and pick your own coffee too?
No, I do not. I have Amazon deliver it to me. But so these are chain restaurants, right?
Right.
Oftentimes, chain restaurants, do they do their own maintenance on their buildings?
Think a chain restaurant. No, but they have.
Most of these big chain companies don't do their own maintenance.
No, but they have people who do maintenance.
They do. They hire people like Sam Fisk from Fisk Property Maintenance,
There you go.
from rental turnovers and general maintenance of your residential rentals and commercial properties. Sam's experience team does it all. Don't stress about the work ahead of you. Call Fisk Property Management today at 802-249-5943. Sam is currently taking new work in Washington County area.
Well, there you go. Starbucks and Chipotle, give him a call.
That's right.
And he can manage your property right.
All right.
There you go.
I love this next one. This
Uh-oh.
next one's going to be great.
Yep.
Love talking about it because it's so much fun. And I'm going to get canceled.
Well, it's about time you got canceled because I've been canceled the last 3
You've been
weeks.
canceled multiple times. Vermont wildlife officials are pushing back against the proposal to reintroduce catamounts into the state, citing a lack of suitable habitat and potential conflicts with human populations. While proponents argue that the apex predators would help balance the ecosystem by managing the deer herd, the Department of Fish and Wildlife maintains that the state's fragmented landscape is currently unfit for a self-sustaining cougar population.
Nice. Not a big catamount guy, are you?
No, I'm not a big cougar guy.
No?
No, I'm not a big cougar guy. I feel like we this is where I get into so much trouble. No to the Cougars. They've spent so much time on this bill. They have spent so much time on this
Just hurry
bill.
up and pass it already.
No, why would you pass it? Why would you want why would you want catamounts? Oh, the double entendre with the cougar joke is like a real problem for me, okay? Like I wanted to weave in one of the bars into the but I didn't want to do that. So like that might not be good. That being said, they have spent so much freaking time on this bill. And if you talk to some of the committee members that have been talking about this bill, they're like, we're talking about freaking cougars. And we're not paying attention to like the actual stuff that's going to impact Vermonters, such as affordability and you know, Act 250. It's just
I think we should bring catamounts back.
you do?
Yeah.
What do you think about cougars? Liam's looking for a cougar.
You're right. You are going to get canceled.
Canceled. Oh man. All right. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I watched the second half because we were here for most of it.
Did you watch the halftime?
No, because I missed it because I was here with you.
You didn't go back and watch it?
You can't rewind live TV.
No, but you can watch it on YouTube.
Oh, no, I didn't. I heard it was all in Spanish. Why would I go back and rewatch it?
Because it was like super political and everybody was like talking about it. And I saw people that said if you disliked it, they wanted you to defriend them. And
Wow.
it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense, some of the comments.
It's like the people talking about the helicopter flying.
Yes.
It was like, wow.
Yeah.
Whew.
So I'll read the FCC. Bonnie says, good luck finding one. The FCC has reached a final decision regarding Bad Bunny's landmark 2026 Super Bowl halftime performance, determining that the broadcast did not violate federal indecency or obscenity laws.
Well, that's good.
Despite an entirely Spanish language set and a high profile request for a formal investigation from Florida Rep. Randy Fine, the commission found NBC and NFL adhered to regulatory standards by employing effective self-censorship, backing tracks, and lyrics modifications. So there apparently the song that he sang had like the F word in it, which there's lots of songs that have F words in them.
Right.
I mean,
There's a lot of F words out there too.
there's a lot of there are a lot of F words out there. There's only one that would get you into FCC trouble. Well, maybe two. There might be two words that would get you into trouble. Any derivative of that one word definitely would get you into trouble. But like it was like super political,
Wow.
like the framing of it.
Yeah.
So I watched it and I guess I didn't really see the like super political aspects of it. It was in Spanish, so I didn't understand anything that was being said. And that just doesn't appeal to me at all. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, this sucks. Third, fourth, fifth time, I'm like, the music is kind of interesting.
Right.
You know, but it sounds like mumbling to me, right?
Right.
Because I don't know Spanish. The extent of my Spanish is estoy de vacaciones, which is I'm on vacation. Cuánto tiempo perece aquí, which is how long are you here? And usted sonrisa bonita, which is your face is beautiful. that is the extent of my Spanish right there. And Espanol.
Which is see you later, buddy.
Actually, no hablo Espanol is the one that I know because I'll get phone calls and they'll be talking in Spanish. I'm like, mi no hablo español. One momento. Transfer. So yeah, I mean, people were like up in arms over the Bad Bunny thing. Did you
Wow.
see any of the posts?
I saw a lot of them.
Did you see the one Raylene posted?
No.
Holy Biscuit Farmer. She posts, this was an awful halftime show, and people were like at her throat.
Wow.
That's how we lost like 40 people. In one night, 40 followers. God. Like, she didn't like it. Who
Yeah.
cares? You know? It
It's a
was
halftime
like,
show.
because I think, I mean, so when I watched it, like I said, the first time it's Spanish, I didn't understand it. And I was like, ugh, sucks. But then, like, I watched it over and over again. And then the music was kind of like, okay, it's just not my kind of music.
Right.
But when you look at it, take the music out, right? And the fact that you can't understand what he's saying. The visuals is actually pretty dang good.
Mhm.
I mean, it looks pretty good. Is it Lady Gaga quality? No, Lady Gaga was amazing. Did you watch that one?
Probably not. I usually don't watch the halftime shows. I'm in it for the football they're throwing around between the halftime show.
Yeah, no, I'd rather watch the halftime show.
Yeah.
But
It's probably the only reason you
I-
tune in.
in the last 15 years, I think I've watched 3 halftime shows. So this one, Lady Gaga, because hers was supposed to be super political,
Mhm.
and it wasn't.
It was.
It was just really good showmanship. And then geriatric Madonna, which, let me tell you, highly recommend watching Madonna stumble trying to get up on a podium. It's amazing. She's like, oh, honey, you need a you need a walker. And she's like, express yourself. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
No.
When she does the Vogue, no.
I didn't know what you were talking about with the Mariah Carey song either until it came on at work right before Christmas. Remember I sent you the picture?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so your job this week is to go home, watch the halftime show with Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch the Madonna halftime show, and then watch Bad Bunny halftime show. Okay.
All right.
That's your job.
I'll try and watch them and not stick forks in my eyeballs.
It's like 14 minutes per one. It's not that bad.
That's longer than a TikTok video.
Do you even have TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a
have Tik-
TikToker?
I have TikTok. No, I'm not a
I know.
TikToker. I watch TikTok.
You watch TikTok.
I do not contribute.
Yes, you do contribute. You contribute your soul to TikTok. The Chinese people, the Chinese government has all your information.
We're buying it though.
What do you mean we're buying it?
Isn't Trump gonna buy TikTok?
Let me just tell you, they should have shut down TikTok like 5 years ago. And the fact that they haven't done it, I don't even want to talk. You know what? That's just going to piss me off. I'm just not even going to go down that route. Not happy. Not happy.
Gonna do a U-turn back up the road.
Do a U-turn on that one. Absolutely. All right. So we did talk about Snap last week. You ready
Yep.
for the history? Because we talked about Snap.
Yep.
And whether or not, so I'm just going to do a quick history of Snap because
Sure.
I think that it's important for folks to know. And the history that I'm talking about came directly from Snap's website, history thing, whatever. So from 1961 to 1964, they had the pilot program. And 1964, they made it permanent with Food Stamp Act signed by President Johnson. Among the official purposes of the food, oops, something went wrong. Try reloading the page. No, I'm not going to do that. Among the official purposes of the Food Stamp Act was strengthening agricultural economy and providing improved levels of nutrition among low-level or low-income households. So that's important. That's a mission statement right there.
Mhm.
And we were talking last week about how Governor Scott is seeking a waiver to get rid of candy
Mhm.
or non-nutritious things. And I did some searching over the week to find out what that is, and I wanted to follow up with that here. So core restricted categories for most states are things like soft drinks. So generally includes all carbonated non-alcoholic beverages made with natural or artificial sweeteners like soda, diet soda, seltzers in cases. In some cases, candy confectionery. So this includes chocolate bars, hard candies, gummies, and other, I'm pretty sure those kind of gummies too, and other sugary sweets and energy drinks, non-alcoholic sweetened beverages marketed for energy. Additional items that are not allowed are, and it varies by state, prepackaged or ready-to-eat sweets, which is in Florida and Missouri. Broader than just soda, which is the sugary sweetened beverages. This has included fruit drinks with less than 50% natural juice, like in Arkansas, sweetened tea and sports drinks, which is in Arkansas, South Carolina, Texas, and Virginia, and processed foods and beverages. That's a broad category restricted by Tennessee, which specifically excludes processed foods where sugar, corn syrup, or high fructose corn syrup is the first ingredient, excluding single ingredient sugars for cooking. And then taxable food items in Iowa, restricted. All foods that are taxable in Iowa are restricted, which effectively bans many of the aforementioned items and other stuff as well. So wanted to put that out there. That's what Governor Scott is doing. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. A part of me is like, we're talking about government money.
Mhm.
It's not even like the original, food stamp program, which is you give money and then you get, you give $10 and you get 20 back in food stamps. This is just money that's coming to you.
Right.
And it's designed for supplemental nutrition, right?
Yeah.
And if the purpose of the original food stamps, the original was for agriculture and for supplemental nutrition, I kind of agree with Phil Scott.
Yeah.
It's tough. I get it. I do think that they need to modify the rules when it comes to prepared food, because someone reached out to me and said, well, what about, the situation of those that are living in hotels? And, there definitely is a hole there where people are living in hotels. They can't cook. They don't have stoves. They don't have, ovens,
Right.
and, stoves and ovens are the same.
Limited to a microwave.
Right. They're lucky if they have a microwave. So prepared foods, pre-cooked foods, definitely something that needs to be modified. So yeah. So I just wanted to let folks know. Seth says, saw you talk about that briefly the other day, but what are your thoughts on food stamps with junk food, which I just covered. So yeah, I'm thinking probably I'm like there with Phil Scott, which is not too far for me to be in with Phil Scott. Usually I kind of
Right.
agree with him because he's a great guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we went an hour and 15 minutes.
There you go.
Anything exciting you want to talk about?
Nope.
No?
Got to go to work tomorrow.
Oh. Did you go today?
No.
Neither did I.
I had President's Day off.
Ooh, fun fact. I was looking at old newspapers
Because you just have them lying around?
because I have newspapers.com, a
Oh.
subscription.
Wow.
1984, SNAP program was $21 million in Vermont. And there was 45,000 people on it.
Wow.
So what that is 66 million. So currently Vermont SNAP is 195 million and 65
moly.
residents.
Yep.
So fluctuating or adding for inflation, in 1984, the inflated amount would be 66 million, and it would be 45K, obviously, because you don't inflate people. Well, I inflate. I thought that was a fun
Yeah.
fact. You know, yeah.
That's good.
No, you want to hear another fun fact?
Sure.
The original food stamp program.
Yep.
Guess how many pages long it was?
The original food stamp program?
Yep.
1.
Oh, come on.
Okay, 5.
You're only saying that because I asked you to guess. Because if you thought about it, you would have been like, I don't know, 500 pages. It was 7. 7 pages.
Well, that wasn't too far off.
7 pages.
First guess, I was 6 pages off. Second guess, I was what, 2 pages off.
How much do you think the last big, beautiful bill was?
That was like 2,000 pages.
Exactly. They did things efficiently back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Food Stamp Act of 1964 was 7 pages long.
They also wrote smaller.
It wasn't that much of a difference.
If you write smaller, you can fit more on a page.
Bonnie says, I think it's absolutely a good thing, but it also feels like they're trying to tell us what we can eat and not eat. So, and I will say that I understand that. The only thing that I would say to that is that you can still get the food.
Right.
You just can't pay for it with the SNAP
What's
card.
a SNAP? They're not
So the original SNAP program, because I've got the history, I did some history on it. The original SNAP program is you would take money and you would buy food stamps. There was orange food stamps, and then there were blue food stamps. So you would purchase like $20 worth of orange food stamps, and you would get $10 worth of blue food stamps. Then those food stamps, the orange ones you could use on anything you wanted, but the blue ones were only for surplus food as designated by the Department of Agriculture, something like that. And you could only buy food that there was a surplus of. That's the whole purpose of the Food Stamp Act back in 1939 when they first did it. When they first rolled it out, was because we had a lot of surplus food and we had people that were starving. So that's just a fun fact on that, which is quite interesting. I thought it was interesting. Maybe not. You excited about that?
I'm so excited. We should have a podcast called Michael's Fun Facts.
Michael's history?
Yeah.
I do like learning about this. I learned quite a bit about the SNAP program.
Michael's,
I think it's, and she says, I think it's also not so good on food stamps because of all of them, are homeless. So I don't think I understood that. I think it's also not so good on food stamps because of all of them. I don't quite understand that, but it doesn't work for people that are homeless for the nutritional side of things because they can't cook. Not that they can't cook in the hotels. Good golly, I'm going to get canceled. All right. Well, on that note, I'll make sure that I delete it now.
Oh, man.
All right, folks. Well, you have a wonderful evening, and we will see you. We'll see you on Sunday, and then Monday we're going to do a show with Brian. Oh no, from Northfield,
Right.
and I forgot his name. he's running for select board in Northfield, and I just feel really bad. And I obviously I can't pull up his information. Wow, that's really bad. Sorry, Brian.
We're gonna see you next week, though.
We're gonna see you next week. He's running for selectman and in Northfield. So
Nice.
yep. And of course, don't forget tomorrow. Watch Raylene and Jeff. Are they doing a different show tomorrow?
I don't think so.
I don't know. All right.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
We will. All right. Have a great night, everyone.